The Curse of Raven Hollow, a tale of betrayal, redemption, and eternal vigilance. In a remote valley deep within the Appalachian Mountains lies a hidden place known as Raven Hollow. Shrouded in mist and forgotten by time, the hollow is said to be cursed, a place where shadows seem to have lives of their own, and the cries of ravens echo like mournful warnings. Generations of whispers tell of a betrayal so profound that it bound the spirits of the land to an eternal vigil, watching over the broken promises of humanity. 2 centuries ago, in the early days of American settlement, a group of pioneers, led by Margaret Thorne, discovered the fertile valley of Raven Hollow. It was a land of abundance, with rich soil, flowing rivers, and game plentiful enough to sustain the hardiest of settlers. Yet, the land came with a condition. The elders of the local Cherokee tribe warned Elias and his settlers that Raven Hollow was sacred ground, protected by the spirits of the ravens who acted as messengers between the living and the dead. The settlers were allowed to live in the hollow only if they honored the ancient covenant, to never harm the ravens, to leave the sacred Ravenstone untouched, and to give back to the land as much as they took. At first, Elias and his settlers upheld the promise. The town of Raven Hollow thrived, with fields of corn and wheat stretching as far as the eye could see. The settlers even crafted a festival in honor of the ravens, offering golden ears of corn and handcrafted trinkets at the base of the Ravenstone, a towering obsidian monolith said to hold the spirits of the ancestors. Years passed, and greed began to poison the hearts of the settlers. Elias's son, William Thorne, a man of ambition and pride, saw the sacred ground not as a place of harmony, but as untapped wealth. Beneath the hollow lay veins of coal and iron, riches that could make Raven Hollow the center of industry. Against the warnings of the Cherokee elders and his father's dying wish, William led a group of miners to blast the Ravenstone apart, opening the land for excavation. The explosion shattered the monolith, and with it, the covenant that bound the spirits to protect the settlers. The skies darkened, and the ravens that once graced the hollow in silent vigil now swarmed the town, in a storm of black feathers and piercing cries. That night, the settlers awoke to the sound of their livestock wailing, their crops withering as though drained of life. The hollow, once a place of prosperity, became a prison of despair. With the breaking of the covenant, the spirits of Raven Hollow turned vengeful. A thick, unnatural mist descended, and those who ventured into the forest often returned with strange stories, or didn't return at all. The ravens grew larger and more intelligent, their cries carrying eerie whispers of forgotten promises. Among those who suffered most was William himself. He was haunted by the spirit of his father, whose ghostly form appeared in every reflective surface, admonishing him for his arrogance. Desperate to escape the curse, William fled the hollow. But no matter where he went, he found raven feathers in his path, and the cries of the birds echoed in his ears. Years later, a descendant of Margaret Thorne named Margaret returned to the hollow. A historian and spiritual seeker, Margaret had always been drawn to the family legend. Unlike her ancestors, she sought to uncover the truth of the curse and restore balance to the land. Guided by a Cherokee elder named Owl Eyes, Margaret learned of the lost rituals and the meaning of the Ravenstone. Together, they embarked on a journey to collect the scattered shards of the monolith, which had been taken by settlers as trophies. Each shard held a fragment of the spirit's essence, and reuniting them was the only way to heal the hollow. The journey to restore the Ravenstone was fraught with danger. Margaret faced trials that tested her resolve. The trial of the mist. She was forced to navigate the fog-shrouded woods, where illusions of her greatest fears threatened to drive her mad. The trial of the ravens. She had to earn the trust of the ravens by proving her selflessness, offering her most prized possessions in exchange for their guidance. The trial of the ancestors. The spirits of the hollow, angry and distrustful, demanded she confront the sins of her ancestors and atone for their betrayal. After years of trials and sacrifices, Margaret and Owl Eyes succeeded in reassembling the Ravenstone. On the night of the blood moon, they performed the ancient ritual to restore the covenant. The ground trembled and the ravens gathered in a swirling vortex above the stone. The mist lifted, revealing a rejuvenated hollow, its life force restored. But Margaret paid a heavy price. The spirits required a guardian to ensure the covenant was never broken again. She willingly gave herself to the hollow, becoming the new watcher, bound to protect the land for eternity. To this day, Raven Hollow stands as a place of beauty and mystery. Travelers who visit often hear the distant cries of ravens and feel the presence of the Watcher. Some say Margaret appears to those who come with pure hearts, guiding them to the Hollow's hidden wonders. The tale of Raven Hollow is a reminder of the price of greed, the power of redemption, and the eternal vigilance required to preserve the harmony between humanity and nature. Did this tale of greed, redemption, and eternal vigilance captivate you? Share this story with friends who love legends of mystery and moral lessons. Subscribe to Prime AI for more epic tales that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Drop a comment below. Would you take on the trials of the Hollow to restore balance? Let's keep these legends alive together.